This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for One Piece. Hello there, captains, and welcome back to another episode of Game Fact Files. Today we will play with a red-purple Law deck that also gets great support in the next set. Before we jump into the deck list, take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already, and be a part of our growing crew. I am starting the list with 4 copies of Gordon. Gordon is a vital card for this deck, being able to deal with characters up to 6,000 power with your leader's ability. Besides Gordon, I'm also adding 4 copies of Otama for their minus power ability, and also their 2,000 counter. The next card on our list is Sanji from OP01. Sanji has 2,000 power, and he will help us getting some cards from our lives in case our opponent doesn't hit our leader, and we run out of cards. Going along with our Dawn Curve, the next cards in our deck are 4 copies of Zoro, and 4 copies of Trafalgar Law from OP05. Law is the searcher, and Zoro usually will work as a finisher, abusing the leader's ability, casting him for free. Moving to 4 Dawn characters, I am using 4 copies of Beppo, and 4 copies of Shachi and Penguin from ST10. They will help us ramp back after using our leader's ability. I'm going to use 4 copies of Promo Trafalgar Law for his minus 2,000 ability, and 4 copies of Purple Trafalgar Law, who makes your opponent trash 2 cards if they have 7 or more in hand. The last 4 Dawn character I'm going to use is 2 copies of Ain from ST05. While she doesn't have any counter, she is an extra ramp mechanic and always in good use. Moving to 5 Dawn characters, I am going to use 4 copies of Eustace Captain Kidd from OP05 that will help us getting back Dawn being removed from our leader's ability. He is also a blocker, and will make our deck being less fragile from your opponent's attacks. The next card in our deck is Queen. Queen will give card advantage when needed, and he is also a high power blocker. I'm going to add 4 copies of him. The last cards in our deck are 4 copies of Fire Fist from OP05. This is the main removal of our deck for bigger threats, being able to send bottom characters up to 7,000 power. And now that we have the full deck list, let's jump into Sim and test some games. Our only play is Zoro here, so let's push some damage. I will let Zoro die here. He didn't hit our leader, so he is probably having a Gadatsu on hand. I will attack with our leader first to make him spend a card on Satori, and then play Queen. Let's take the first damage and see what we'll get. I have an easy block with Queen here since he attacked with Ohm first. Let's counter with a Shachi here. I ain't planned to play more than one anyway. I will play Zoro here and try to clear Satori and Holy with our attacks. We can kill Ohm using the Fire Fist. I'm not going to counter this one. I'll need to find a better play for next turn. He chose to attack for 5 with Shura and Leader, but with Queen in play, this was not a wise choice. An attack for 8,000 with Enel would be a better play here. I'm going to attack with Beppo first and leave him at 1 life, and then try to clear his board. We can maybe set lethal next turn with our Zoro. Too bad we got a lightning bolt here. I will attack his Holy with our leader and see his intentions here. I'll definitely need to send Shura at the bottom of his deck to avoid a Katakuri play on him next turn. He can also heal with Yamato, but she can't kill anything, so Katakuri is his best play, removing 1 threat from the board here. We can't save Beppo here. He didn't attack us, so we don't have extra card options. Let's attack for 6,000 with Shachi first. If he counters the damage, we can clear Gadatsu with our leader. If he takes the damage, we will go for lethal. I will use 2 Dawn on our leader and attack for 7,000. Okay, let's do the final attack playing a Zoro with our used Dawn. Let's mulligan this hand and try and find something that gives minus power. Let's attack for 8,000 and then put Shachi in play. Let's play Law here and discard 2 cards from his hand. Let's send his character at the bottom playing our red Law. I'm going to trash one of my lives here. Let's save him here using Sanji and Beppo. I need to keep tempo on our side. Let's start attacking with everything and see his triggers and counters. I will use Fire Fist to remove Linlin from the board if we don't have lethal here. That was all for today, Captains. We'll get back at Red Purple Law with an updated list with OP06 cards next week. Let me know in comments if anyone enjoys the deck list or has any suggestions, and I will see you in the next episode of Game Fact Files.